go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Angela Pattison. And so we just wanted to share testimonies and all about these products with Plexus and how it's helped us in so many ways. And you're going to be hearing from myself and my friend Deborah and Deirdre, and we're going to share our personal testimony so far and also just how the products work. So first, let me back up a little bit and say that I'm very into health and wellness, and I've been into clean eating and all that for a long time. And let me just say too, real quick, anybody mute your microphones before we continue. So y'all mute your microphones until it's your turn to share. If we ask you to share in a minute. So let me just start again. So I've been into clean eating and health and wellness and everything for years and years, but I've still struggled with some candida in my body and some IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and things like that off and on for years. And even after targeting, and yes, I was able to correct it somewhat with my clean eating, getting off sugar, off gluten, off dairy, and so forth, but still would have flare-ups and still have not been able to get to the root issue and didn't know why. And then I realized probably the antibiotics in my system when I was a kid from all the chronic ear infections that we would have with our swimming pool probably was the reason why. And fast forward to January, that's my background, and that's something I've been struggling with. I've known that I've needed a good probiotic. I've actually tried so many, and none of them ever have addressed these issues. And then January, I had an issue happen. Something got stuck in my throat. I got esophagitis, which was inflammation and infection in my throat. Couldn't eat for almost a month. Messed up my hormones, my adrenals, and so much more. My blood sugar imbalance, hypoglycemic symptoms is something I've struggled with anyway sometimes, and that was just ridiculous. I had a panic attack because I couldn't breathe, and I was driving, had to pull off the road. And I mean, there were so many things that happened during that season, and I was really fearful about it. Went to the ER, went to a throat specialist, and was having my husband and many others, my mom, praying for me daily. Anyway, after all of that, the Lord did help me to get initially better where I could eat again, but everything was still out of balance. And so I started these products. I reached out to my friend Deirdre, was like, okay, I've got to do something. My hormones are all messed up. My blood sugar's messed up. I need to do something to target, gut health. And we started on the products, and within a few weeks, I was already feeling like some things that I had forgotten how good it felt to not have that brain fog. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to think clearly again. And I felt like I could focus more with homeschool with my child, and energy returning and things like that. Another few weeks in, gradually realizing, okay, this is definitely helping my hormones. This is helping me feel better. My gut health is getting better. And then inflammation's getting targeted. I'd had a lot of pain and arthritis / joint issues going on with my elbows, my hand, my wrist, my fingers. And that had gotten worse because of the infection with my throat. And I wasn't able to sleep without sitting straight up, and just the list goes on. But anyway, that started improving about 5 weeks in, I think. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping through the night. I'm not having this aching, throbbing pain like I was. And then a few weeks later, started workouts again. I was able to do my weight workouts again, which I couldn't for a while. And I just feel so good now. I mean, I could go on, but I don't want to take too much time up. But I have got my energy back. I'm feeling like myself again. I feel like it's helped me. Like I said, all this pain has gone away. And then on top of that, my husband, when I lost a little bit of inflammation that I had in my body, I've lost that. My husband's lost 14 pounds and energy, sleeping better, and so forth. So we just are so thankful for these products. And so I'm going to let, if you want to share right here, are you on mute or are you not on mute?
I'm not sure. Can you help me?
Okay. Deborah's going to share her testimony. My good friend here. I'm at her house. Actually,
I don't know.
Let's see.
Her audio is not connected.
Oh, so
okay.
It says audio down at the bottom. Should I say?
Yeah, you got to do it. Or you can just talk through mine. You want to just do that?
Okay.
So I'm just going to turn the phone here.
Am I on?
You're on, but your audio is not connected. So just look over here and talk.
Okay. Hey, it's been a crazy morning, but anyway, my name is Deborah, and I'm glad to share my testimony about how Plexus has helped me. about a year ago, I started suffering with osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. I didn't know what it was at first, but I started getting these pains in my feet, and it would be like these shocking pains going up into my toes, and the surface of my feet would hurt really bad. And then it would be like I was walking on like concrete blocks. It was terrible. And I began to research it a little bit and started realizing what I thought I had. So I went to my PCP, did some blood work, and she said, yep, that's what you have. And so she got me an appointment with a rheumatologist. In the meantime, I was actually here at my house with Angela for a meeting, and I heard her talking about Plexus and how that was starting to heal her hands. And it was just, you've heard her testimony. It was amazing to hear that. And I was like, oh my goodness, my hands are hurting too. So back up a little bit, my hands had started hurting about 2 months after my feet started hurting. And it had gotten to the point where some days I couldn't open a plastic water bottle top. My mom and my sister, if I was over there, would have to do it. I live on a farm, so I have farm chores, and I didn't have strength in my hands like I had. My feet were hurting, so everywhere I walked, everything I did with the animals was extremely difficult, painful. In the morning, it was the worst. My hands and feet were totally swollen. I would get out of bed and walk on the sides of my feet. I couldn't close my hands in the morning. Some days, certain fingers wouldn't even close. I would have to literally take one hand to be able to close my finger on the other hand. It got really bad. So when I went to my first rheumatologist visit, I had been on Plexus for 2 weeks. I hadn't noticed anything at that point. He had me do blood work. He confirmed osteoarthritis, beginnings of rheumatoid arthritis. He felt my joints, and he was concerned and thought, we'll probably put you on a medicine. So I actually went to him a few days ago. This is 4 weeks later. And I told him, I am like 70% out of pain. My right hand is pain-free almost all the time now. My left hand, I'm still working on that. It is much better. I have the strength in my hands that I didn't have for a long time, and my feet feel great. Am I all the way there? Not quite, but it is like amazing. It has really changed my life, especially being on a farm. So thanks for letting me share. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so awesome. So I'm super excited because this is helping my friends now. And so Deirdre, I want you to share your incredible testimony too, because it's a little different.
Yes, that is amazing, ladies. I love that. So my husband had always struggled with IBS for decades, and we had tried everything Western pharmaceutical, and what happened was nothing really worked. Nothing ever gave him back his quality of life. So then this was actually a last ditch effort, because I was like, well, it's his gut that's having issues. Let's try this. And it was amazing. Not only did it help slow the IBS, but it gave him his quality of life back. I mean, he was bedridden for 3 months at one point. It was so bad. So we're just so thankful. So I saw, changes in him. And so my 3-year-old at the time had really bad allergies and food allergies. And so I dosed it to her body weight, and fast forward 2 years, we took her in to get her blood work done. And the pediatrician said her blood was the cleanest she'd seen in her 20 years of practice. What were we doing? And I said, well, this. And she said, it's amazing. You're doing great. She basically had no more allergies anymore. We were off of an EpiPen. We were off of Benadryl. We don't have to worry about what food or if she's going to react when she walks outside. So it's a weight off my shoulders and off a now 6-year-old shoulders to just feel her best. And then I started taking the products because I just had a baby, and that baby was a newborn, and she started basically having colic. So I got on it, and it got rid of her colic. It was amazing. I didn't know it was rooted in gut health. And then for me, it got rid of inflammation. One time in my 30s, I had ended up in a wheelchair and walking with a cane because this random bout of inflammation happened that no doctors could figure out. And so I just managed it with diet and reducing stress. But it actually got rid of it because we got to the root of what was causing it. And brain fog for sure. Let's see, changed my hormones. I recovered in 6 months after having a baby when normally it would take me 2 years. It helped with memory, energy, being able to focus, and my gut. I was not someone who was super regular. I thought my husband had the issues, but come to find out, you're supposed to be going after every meal. So go figure. But it has just been life-changing. And at the time, because my husband had been bedridden for 3 months, we were actually on unemployment, Medicaid, food stamps. And so someone had actually given us $100. And I said, babe, if we don't change our health, nothing's going to change. And so we invested it in Plexus. I started sharing because I knew everyone needed gut health. Like, you're eating all the time, so everyone needs support in that. Come to find out, 90% of my friends had chronic issues they were dealing with, whether it's pain, thyroid, migraines, and I found out so much was linked to gut health, so, and balanced blood sugar. And so I've just been able to bless and help my friends, and it's been a fun journey. And we went from it being able to pay for groceries to our products to now it pays rent and a good chunk of our bills. And my income's almost it's gonna surpass my husband's by the end of the year, which is amazing because I don't have any degrees. I just love sharing. So it's been an amazing journey. And then Angela, you want me to go into the products of what they do? Okay, so what we were talking about is gut health. And so the 3 roots that Plexus addresses is inflammation, gut health, and balanced blood sugar. And when you address those synergistically together, you have phenomenal results. That's why you see the testimonies that you do, because you can work on gut health, you can work on blood sugar balance, but when you start to do that and reduce all the inflammation in your body, you have exponential results. So you have, let's start with gut. You have a probiotic. Most people think, every probiotic is the same. Well, it's not, because the difference is, if like a garden, you're throwing grass seeds on weeds, what's going to happen? Weeds are going to choke them out. So everyone's born with a little bit of yeast. And scientists find that it's to decompose us when we die. So our standard diet, medication, stress, good and bad stress actually affect your gut health and make the yeast grow more. It takes 1 year to recover from 1 round of antibiotics. So if you've had more, think about that. And so yeast is has a shell like a cockroach. And so it's really hard, and you have to actually crack it open to actually kill it. So the difference between our probiotic, the ProBio 5, is it is freeze dried. So it makes it all the way to the colon. Most do not, most probiotics do not. And then it actually has enzymes and antifungals that crack that outer shell of the cockroach, of the yeast. That's like a cockroach, and it kills it. And so now what you have is you have cleaned, you've gotten rid of the weeds, and that seed can go in. That's why a lot of people will buy a probiotic and they're like, it's not really working. No, you just need those antifungals and enzymes with it. So what you see is a boost in immune system, better digestion. You see your mood improve. You see better sleep. And so it's amazing. So now we're cleaning that bad stuff. Now you need something sort of to flush the toilet. And so the BioCleanse, and don't get scared by the name, it means a cleanse on a cellular level. It's a magnesium supplement. It helps move the GI tract, and most people are deficient in magnesium, and it helps 300 chemical processes. It gives you, the way they formulated, it actually gives you extra O2 that goes into the bloodstream. And so it's cleansing on that cellular level, getting out fungi, debris from leaky gut, viruses, bacteria. So it's great for your immune system, helps give you regular BMs. It gives you cleaner cells and actually helps a great bit with allergies. And so now we're working just cleaning the overall body. And then you have Slim that balances your blood sugar. It was developed by an endocrinologist to balance type 2 diabetes. But when they found in studies, when they were doing trials, that it helped everyone with their blood sugar because everyone's under stress. And so it does have a prebiotic that helps grow beneficial bacteria by 300 times, has amazing antioxidants, which helps boost your immune system, just helps your body heal. It helps regulate insulin, your master hormone, or it helps balance. And when you balance your master hormone, guess what else it's balancing? All the other hormones, including cortisol, that is a stress hormone. So this is fabulous for people who have high stress jobs, or just you're a mom. You got a lot going on. And so what you see is changing in cravings. You see better sleep, better mood. You just see sort of that brain fog go. And so when you have those three working together, it's called the triplex, and it's amazing how it gets to the root of all those three things that I mentioned. And a couple other things that we'll add in to help is one is X Factor Plus. It's a fully methylated, which just means bioavailable multivitamin. I mean, it helps fill in the nutritional gaps because our food is just not as nutrient dense as it used to be. From our diet to medications to the way we grow, the way we farm these days, they're just not as packed with what we need. And so this has 19 essential vitamins and nutrients that your body really needs. And so as you're cleaning out, now you're putting the good stuff back in, and it has an aloe base. So you are absorbing everything 300 times more. And so it is fantastic. It actually has grapeseed extract. So people with menopause in during and post, they have studies of it helping with menopause. So that's fantastic. It helps with energy because of those bioavailable vitamins. It helps you absorb everything you eat, not just these supplements. It'll help you absorb all the nutrients which you eat, other supplements you take. It's just fantastic. And then our last one that I'm going to hone in on is ease, because it helps reduce your inflammation. This we have seen, that's what Angela and Deborah have been on. I've taken it as well. It's great because it has natural omegas that are amazing. And then its ability to reduce your body. When you look at studies of the New Zealand lipid mussel, it is a shellfish. So if you have that allergy, don't take this one. But it helps, that New Zealand lipid mussel beats out NSAIDs in all the studies. And so what you're going to see is just an overall reduction. And when you reduce the inflammation, what happens? Your body is able to start healing, getting the nutrients into those places that have really been struggling. And so we also have things for kids. We have skincare, collagen, things to, shakes to help with meal replacements. We have weight loss things. There's so many different things, components that Plexus has thought to really help. There's even a probiotic that helps with stress, anxiety, and depression. But really, the reason we talk about these is because gut health, blood sugar balance, and inflammation are so essential, and they bring about just being able for your body to work the way that God designed, which is to be able to heal itself. And that's why you'll see people start to feeling their best. Now, it does take time. It's not a quick fix. Your cells regenerate every 90 days. And so a lot of people, we didn't get here overnight. So that decade of junk is slowly going to start to move. And then we start seeing big changes. I'm on year 3, and I tell you, it gets better and better. So let's see, did I forget anything, Angela? All right, do you want to share?
Yeah, I think you did amazing. I learn more and more every time. I love it. Yes, and I'll echo everything you said, but just from what we've been on, because we started with a triplex, and now we've added in the X Factor and the Ease, and these products are amazing. And I want to echo one more thing, is my 9-year-old had allergy stuff with all the pollen, and his eyes were swelling so bad that the iris was sunken in, and like the white was extended. It was bizarre. It's really scary, actually. And we were having to give him Benadryl every day, and now we're not having to. And of course, I believe in everything natural, but like, you don't want your child's eye to look like that, and like, he was freaking out and crying. And so we've been giving him half of the probiotic and half of the BioCleanse. And he even likes to have half of a Slim. He loves it. He thinks it tastes really good, but it's giving him stuff he needs. And so these products are so safe and so good, even for your kids, to help with allergies. But yeah, let me just say that. So when I started this, I was like, I'm not doing the business, and I have done network marketing businesses in the past. Oh goodness, I've done a lot of them. And although I love helping people and it's a passion of mine, health and wellness is a passion. And but I was burnt out from other things I've been a part of, with whether it was the team we were in, the drama, or the integrity of things in the ingredients, that I began to feel like I didn't want to be a part of certain things, or whatever the reason. It was just the season of time of getting out and being more, doing other things. But so I was like, nope, not interested. I just want to feel better. I just want to focus on getting something that works. And then, but I had people coming to me asking me. My mother-in-law wanted to know what I was doing. And so I told her, and then she wanted to get the products. And then I had somebody else, asking me, hey, do you have anything that will help with, my stress and my tiredness? And I was like, well, actually, we just started something new and it's helping. And so next thing I know, I'm sharing with people. And I found out about the amazing deals that when you just share, even if you just want the discount, you can get a wholesale account right now for, normally it's like $40, like a Sam's Club membership, $39.99 or something like that, for a year of discounts. Whereas this month it's $9.95. And actually right now we're helping anybody who watches this. If you decide you want to join, somebody or yourself, anyway, you can get in for free and have that wholesale waived. And so on top of that, there's fabulous deals going on. But anyway, I shared with my 3 people. There's huge bonuses when you share with 3 people. So I got in, I shared with 3 people. They wanted to get started. They were excited, and I got back a bonus. And at the time it was $370 I got back. Right now it's $400 you can get back if you share with 3 people, including your spouse or your child who's 18 or older, or your neighbor or your friend. And then it just goes up from there. With 6 people, if you share with them, you can get back a $700 bonus right now. And then, it's just amazing. So I ended up finding myself doing this as a business. There's so many benefits because our team is kingdom minded. We love Jesus. We love changing lives around us anyway. And now we're able to do that on a level of helping people with their health and feeling amazing. And it's just so exciting because I'm seeing that God has brought this opportunity. So you might be watching this, maybe there might be, you want to get in with a wholesale discount. We can help with you. Whoever invited you to watch this, go back to them. We'll help you decide what you need to start with. And then on top of that, what the deals are right now, because you can do extra savings, like I was saying, $60 to $80 off, including when you include in that wholesale cost being waived. And then on top of that, you can make back bonuses if you wanted to share with your friends and family as thank you money. You can also make back perks with your own orders. So this company is phenomenal. I don't have a lot more time, so I'm having to speed this up a little because we're running out of time. But if you have any questions, get back to any of us, whoever you invited you on this, get back to them, and we'll be happy to answer your questions and make sure and see if this is a good fit for you with health, as well as if you wanted to join our team. But right now there's huge things happening for sure. There's so much momentum, and our team is one of the fastest growing in the whole company. And there's a reason for that, because all the way up, again, there's people that are kingdom minded. They're loving telling people about something that works and how these products help your body to react the way God created it to, which is to get in health again and to heal itself. And getting in right now is an amazing time because of the price being lower, as well as, like I said, these bonuses. And there's a big announcement coming Tuesday. So we're going to be finding out something new that's going to be happening. And we're excited to share that with you when we find out what that is. Is there anything else though, Deirdre, that we should close it out with? I don't know how much time we have that I missed saying.
Sorry, the Zoom screen disappeared. I was like, where'd they go? No, no, I think you covered it all. Yeah. So we're excited for you guys to feel better. And
Yes.
is looking for, just something to change their finances, that too, because I'll tell you a couple numbers. Less than 3% of the population knows about Plexus. Canada, Mexico, Australia, it's open there. And so people are looking, they're praying for an answer. And this is an amazing one. These are plant-based products that help everyone. The science is sound. So it's a really exciting time just to see people walk out their full destiny and what God has designed them on this earth in so many different ways. Because you know what finances do? They give you choices. And it's amazing being able to have that choice.
That's true.
So you guys have a blessed day. I think we're good. I'll stop recording real quick.